Pay inequality isn't made up. It's reality. And the question is, what are we going to do about it? How are we, as a nation, going to address this issue and move forward? There are many differences between my opponent and I in this race for Congress. None may be starker than my unwavering commitment to pass legislation guaranteeing equal pay for women, and his refusal to do so. The time for congressional action is long overdue, and I will fight in Congress to pass the Paycheck Fairness Act, which will help ensure equal pay for women. My opponent just doesn't get it. He opposes new legislation aimed at leveling the playing field because it might result in, quote, unnecessary litigation, end quote. Last Friday, I learned some interesting things about my views on pay equity from Mr. MacArthur. When he explained that pay equity is nothing but a talking point to me. Well, I'm a woman, a mother, and an American, but how could pay equity possibly mean anything to me? He didn't stop there. He further explained why new legislation isn't needed. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said that CEOs like himself already go out of their way to pay women fairly. You know what his evidence was?
What a nice guy.
His evidence was he gave one woman at one company a raise. Now, if this reminds you of Mitt Romney's binders full of women comment, well, it should. Again, Mr. MacArthur just doesn't get it, and this startling ignorance is the last thing that we need in Congress. Now, if women were paid the same as their male counterparts for the same work, Social Security's projected shortfall would be reduced by 1/3. Congress must pass the Paycheck Fairness Act for women, for their families, and for the future of America. I'm often asked what's at stake in this election. Nothing is more fundamentally at stake than economic opportunity, especially for women paid less in America. We need to create jobs and jumpstart our economy, but I want to jumpstart an economy that pays women equally, lifts up the middle class, and creates prosperity for all Americans, not just the privileged few.